Hey guys, it's Austin Doctor, and I didn't really think I wanted to talk about this subject, but it's just, it's apparent that I have to because for some reason, it's reaching and seeping into the anime community when it shouldn't be, and people just want to know my opinion straight out of the gate. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I have no problem with High Guardian Spice because it's a cartoon. It is not an anime. And if you call it an anime, you are a damn snowflake, honestly, because it's American made. There is no Japanese helping. So stop it. Not even the animation's just like the Japanese animation, the stereotype Japanese animation. No. So can we stop calling that an anime? Even Crunchyroll called it a cartoon. Yeah. So if that's why I don't have a problem with it. If it's going to be a cartoon, good for it. I'm not going to watch it because I personally don't care. I don't care about it. And hey, it might be good, who knows, but it's just this has gotten into a big political horrible battle, and I hate politics. I really do, but there's going to be a couple in this video, so stay around. But anyways, so there's this new cartoon that Crunchyroll is producing or co-producing with this American team. And it looks like Steven Universe, literally a ripoff of Steven Universe's animation, but hey, what can you do? Look at all the other anime companies with their animations. But it's just, I don't see a problem with it being a cartoon. But when you call it an anime, that's kind of stupid. Because that has American politics in it. I don't care what anyone says. When they were talking about buzzwords that, social justice warriors would use, you kind of get a clear picture of what it is. And the the staff's supposed to be 50-50, but the writing staff is completely filled with females, and the the co-director is a male. That's not 50-50. That's like 25% to 75%. It should be 50-50 with the writing staff. And if you don't know, let me educate you about, Japanese anime. If you didn't know, there is quite a good amount of female writers. Just sometimes they don't get the praise they should. And yes, I understand that, but that's Japanese culture. That's not American culture. That is not for us to go and interfere. That's stupid, because in the textbook of a social justice warrior, you're not supposed to force your culture onto someone else, yet they're doing that with this. Don't do that. I don't like forcing my culture on someone. I understand there's a line. There should be a line. Now, talking about one's culture, yes, you can talk about it. You just don't force it down their throats. That is the issue with both sides of this argument. I don't really care. And yes, don't get me wrong. I do think it's really scummy for Crunchyroll to be doing this. And people are like, it's just, you don't like it, don't sub to them. Well, it's more of the money they made off of their subscribers, they're using indirectly to fund this, and they should be funding stuff that the people want, not what the people don't want. And they're not Netflix. They're not going to get away with this. And my biggest fear is this is going to hurt Crunchyroll's reputation with other Japanese studios, and the Japanese studios are going to see this cartoon. They're like, no, we do not want to get involved with this, because at the end of the day, certain countries do not want to get involved with our politics. Our politics is being unscrewed, honestly, and it's just, I'm terrified for Crunchyroll. They made a really bad decision. Now, if they made an entire section dedicated to American cartoons, I'm all for that. If they get, Castlevania, but that's still anime because there's a Japanese element in there. There's an actual person from Japan helping with that, but it's a really bad decision. This is how you piss off your fan base, and Crunchyroll, you may just lose everything if something else comes out that is better than you or is equal to you. And Sentai Filmworks, they have their own thing, but the only downside is they don't have a working app yet. And truthfully, if I was Funimation, I would cut my partnership with Crunchyroll and go with Sentai and just use that all, because Crunchyroll is not trustworthy. I don't care what anyone says, but it's just they have proven time to time not to be trusted, especially with the Damachi app. But going to a little argument I had, this is going to show you truthfully how smart these people are. I was just talking about how High Spice Guardian is not an anime, it's a cartoon. Stop calling it an anime. What is an anime? Made by the Japanese or uses the Japanese art style, straight from Webster. the dictionary. Alright, a huge flaw in the definition, though. Most animation studios reside in Japan, and Japan outsource production to other animation studios, Korea, China, and other countries. That is completely stupid. I'm seeing snowflakes, and it's not winter yet. We're only in August. Why? How can you be that stupid? And I gave the guy the textbook definition of an anime. Then he says, well, you realize by that definition, shows such as Cowboy Bebop, Berserk, and other animes wouldn't be considered animes. And this is when I realized I'm arguing with an idiot. At this moment, Austin realized he done screwed up. But it's just, this guy, and this is, the thing is, he invaded. I didn't even have to at him. He invaded my Twitter. And I'm just like, you proved the stereotype right. And I had no problem with the anime. I still don't, but he thinks apparently I have a problem? And it's just like, come on, dude. You haven't, and the thing is, I would have no problem if he actually brought valid points. I brought valid points left and right, and I'm just like, okay, are you just gonna regurgitate, oh, your definition's wrong, mine is right, and yet you don't bring up any factual proof, and you just say Cowboy Bebop is, and you just, let me tell you, Cowboy Bebop is an anime, because it's done by the Japanese. It may not have the traditional art style, but it's done by the Japanese. Berserk, it doesn't have the traditional art style, but it's done by the Japanese. Castlevania may not at all have a full Japanese cast, but they do have a Japanese person in there in the staff. That's actually, I think, co-writing, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just, hello. If someone up in the superior position is Japanese, is either a director or a writer in an American animated thing, or is the animation being outsourced to Japan, yet has American people working on it, that doesn't mean it's not an anime. High Spice, I want to call it High Spice Guardians, because that sounds so much better. I don't know who thought that was a good name, the other High Guardian Spice, but it's an all-American team. It is. And that's not an anime. That's a cartoon. For the last time, it is a cartoon, not an anime. And you can't call it an anime for the simple fact that it would go against your own, views. Then again, people would go, oh, no, it isn't. It's just, come on, guys. I don't care about this enough to argue every day. It's just, it's sad that these people are calling it an anime when it's not, and they refuse to accept a textbook definition of anime, and they try to twist it, even though they're incorrect, and they just throw back third grade insults. And I'm just wondering, are you going to use your feelings next, people? Because, I'm pretty sure. But, guys, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, I'm being 100%, if you do not like it, I understand this one, because someone said it, and I'm like, I agree. If you do not like it at the end of the day, don't watch it. You can leave it a low rating. You can watch the first episode and bash the heck out of it. I encourage you to. I encourage you to tell Cruncher what they did wrong. And that's not a bad thing to do. Just don't go hate speech on them, because at the end of the day, this is just a trial. So let's show them it's not an acceptable thing to do something like this. They should ask their community or the people that provide them with their kind of resources with money. Yes, they have made money off the merchandise, but their main income is coming from their subscribers. And it's kind of sad that they just raised the rate for this stuff, and this is what we're getting. No, just start, funding other anime projects, because we need those more than this. I mean, as I said, if you do cartoons, make another freaking app for cartoons. I have no problem with that. And if you're going to put it on the app, make it an entire section for Americans. American cartoons. You can put, anything you want. I don't care. You can work with Netflix at that point. But it's just, I don't like what they're doing. I really don't. And when someone's coming at me arguing it's an anime when they're saying it's a cartoon to other people, it's just fabulous. I enjoy arguing with an idiot for about a good day. And it's just, no, I know I don't. Don't believe that. I'm just tired of this stuff. And I'm really tired that I had to make a video. I had to force myself. It's currently about 7:45 in the morning to make a video, and I have to edit this because there's some people that don't understand what's going on. And as I said, if you do not accept the Webster textbook definition of an anime and you try to twist it, you have no right to ever talk about anything. And this is why I said social justice warriors have no place in anime. They think they know what anime is, and it's not. As I keep saying, yes, Japan may be a little different from America. They may have different values, but that's Japan. That's not America. America's not here to go invade everyone like they used to. No. Leave them alone. Let them believe what they want to believe. We believe in what we want to believe. It's called cultures. So, stop it. Get some help. Honestly. But, guys, I'm sorry for going on this long ramble. It's just, I hope people just kind of calm down a bit. Because this is, in my opinion, blown out of proportion. I feel people are purely hating it because it's social justice warriors. I'm not hating it because, yes, it is social justice warriors. More feminism, the extreme feminism. As I said, I love equal opportunities for everyone. But these people don't seem they want to go equal. And this is what pisses me off. And especially, they say they have a 50-50. I didn't see any black person in there. I'm being honest in that staff. I felt a little like, hey, what? You want to be diverse? Yet you don't have a male writer or anyone that people of color? What is going on here? Really? And this is what pisses me off. As I said, I would love for it to be equal. I really would. I wouldn't. And the argument, if it was male writers, there'd be no issues. You clearly have never watched anime. You clearly have never watched Berserk. You have never watched that and realized that people have no problem telling the animators or the writers that they suck. Just like Darling Frakes, I have no problem telling them they suck. Hey, who knows? A female could have written that better. I don't know. They have to prove themselves. It's not my job to prove that at the end of the day. But as I said, I apologize because I hate talking about politics. And this is kind of was a little bit of a political video, but it was more of, come on, guys. Stop acting like kids. Just, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't like it. You have that right. You fully can do that. I have no problem with that. But at the end of the day, this is a very scummy thing that Crunchyroll is doing. Yes, it is. And people that defend this action are kind of the brain dead. And as I said, I understand people that are saying, who cares? It's just a cartoon. Yeah, I agree. If you don't like it, don't like it. As I keep saying. And I know this might piss a lot of people off. I don't care. But at the end of the day, if you want to infuse American politics into a cartoon, call it anime, that is not right. And yes, I understand there's Korean, Chinese, anything from the Asian area. Yes, because they borrow from the Japanese. The Japanese were the original source code with that. So that's why we call Japanese anime, because they're the first ones. Honestly, but guys, as I said, I keep apologizing because I know people don't want to see this, but at the end of the day, do what you want. I don't care what you do, because if you annoy me, yes, I care. Don't annoy me. Please don't. I don't want to deal with you most of the time. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button. And I'm curious about your thoughts. Try to keep it clean, because I know certain people don't like what they're doing and they have very strong opinions. But be mindful of other people's opinions, and don't be afraid to, kind of converge about what your opinion is. Am I going to respond to certain comments? No, I'm probably not, because I don't want to deal with most of it. Being honest, I'm just had to make the video because I see that it's becoming a big issue, and I just wanted to be like the grandfather of anime, I guess, or the father that's watching over everyone. But anyways, guys, if you are new here and you did like this content, subscribe, because I kind of focus more on anime later on. But anyways, guys, this is Austin Doctor signing out. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.